Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with the Elliott Wave theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one count over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 4-hour time frame and taking a look at the higher time frame structures first that we have here. Because we have now gotten this very distinguished 5-way move that is not yet complete in my opinion. But we have different options in this section, and we can look at this 5-wave structure either being the start of a move downwards or the end of something. So generally for that, I wanted to look for another alternate possibility here. Let's start with the bullish count that I have pretty much cancelled. And again, as we have been talking for quite some time, this has been the lowest likeliness of them all. Why? Because we were going to be getting these multiple 1-2-1-2 nested patterns that are rarely working. So again, we can still say, okay, we have this as wave 2, and this would here be some kind of a expanded flat. That still can be the case, but to me this structure here is not finished. So this bullish count is the only one that I can still see fit. However, again, if we are taking out these lows, then this structure here is going to be the wave 2 of this instead, and then again, yeah, it doesn't have the right look anymore. At that point, again, we would have this as a 1-2 and 1-2, creating this structure here on a smaller time frame on a micro count compared to sub minuet count. Again, this should be smaller than this one because again, this is smaller degree. So it doesn't make too much sense. Then we had this count in which we had a WXY into W here, 3 ways into X, and then A, B, and C into wave Y. This last leg is a bit wonky. We could fit some kind of ending diagonal here. Not worrying about it too much at the moment. The only reason that I don't like about this is how much we already got down. This would mean that we have to be finishing our count at these tops around 25.1k. This would be only around the 0.618 of this ABC and also the 0.618 of this. Generally, these targets are not going to be holding, and if they are holding, the whole count is wrong. Generally, again, these are the minimum targets we are setting up for 3-way moves, the 0.618. So yeah, it doesn't have the best look. We have other options available as well. Bear ABC. This one was having this as the W, then this was A wave, then 3 ways pullback. I had the A here, B here, and then we were looking for that C way down, and that was the main idea at that point. However, at this very moment, we are already getting really close to the invalidation point of this wave A here, as this is definitely a 5-way move. So my bias for this count is that it's not going to be playing out anymore. However, we are still in the shorts, and this definitely move is going to be, at least I'm looking for this to take out the current lows here, and then possibly pivot upwards. But yeah, the overall idea is gone for me. Then I want to introduce another count here. It is pretty similar to the previous one in which we were expecting some kind of 3-way move here, but instead I would be labeling it like so as an A, B, and C here. We can see that the extension here would get all the way around the 2.236, which is very, very extreme. It doesn't often happen, but on expanded flats, it is possible to happen, at least for my counts. It is, again, less likely that this is going to be the case, but we have to be acknowledging that there is a possibility for that. In this overall, we would be saying that we have W, X, and Y. This last leg getting to the 0.618 again, something like I don't really like too much, but again, we did not reach anything higher, so that should be fine. On higher time frame, WXY, the other minuet, blue count, we would get to the 1.382 for the wave Y. And then again, ABC down here, probably around 19.9k would be the target here, as we have already gone beyond the 1.618. Now this structure here was a bit wonky, so I'm just labeling A here. It is possible that we are going to be putting the A wave back here where we had it, and this start would be down here. At that point again we would have to squish this count already, because that would hit the 2.236 and our expectations are again lower. So I feel like we have to be accepting the fact that at least the end of this 5-way move was up at these highs. That would give us some playroom here for this count to be still intact. But yeah, that is the count overall. At this point again, if we are looking at the retracement of the W to X, let's take a look at that. We have the golden pocket and the 2.236, which would line up pretty okay, not perfectly, but we'll see what happens. Then we had the ABC here, having this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't really like the look of this because the 3 is so short compared to any of the next structures. So yeah, it doesn't have the right look either. There is quite a few of these now that we have collected, and unfortunately many of them don't have the best look in here. But what we can agree is that some kind of 3-way move did end here or here. Again, we have the option of that ABC here. Now let's take a look at the closer structures here and see what we can find. Let's close that one. So let's go to 30 minutes. Again, we were talking about this count for quite some time and before it happened and so on. I have 2 shorts open still on Bitcoin, one on Ethereum and one on SHIB. I'm still more confident to the downside, that's why I haven't closed them. I did take profit on the 20,800 level because we had a daily and a weekly level here. They are both stacked here. So let me see if I can move that. Nope. There we go. So daily and a weekly. Right at that 20,800 level, which we pivoted from. Again, this was 3 a.m. in my time, so I wasn't definitely not going to be taking longs here because I was sleeping. But yeah, that is where I did take more profits on that one. Now, still looking for some kind of move up higher for this possible wave 4, and then at least one more low here. This is looking pretty okay to me. The next structure here after this 5th is in place, we would be looking for either 3-wave up or a star of something. If it is going to be 5 waves upwards, then we can be looking at this count in which we had that WXY, and this would be an ABC, and then again we could have a ABC here as an impulse structure. If however we are going to be getting 3 waves, then this does not limit us at all, unfortunately, and we can still be looking at all these counts where we have something ending up here and having this as a 5, 3 and 5, possibly back down again lower. But yeah, definitely be looking for long setups here. This is going to be the pivot point that I'm, well, not this exact point, but again we need to be getting that 4th wave first before looking for the targets for the 5th. But yeah, this is the area I would be looking at, those long setups, because that long setup is going to be the pivotal area that is going to be defining again whether it's going to be a 5-3-5 upwards, or is it just going to be a smaller 3-way structure and continuation of this trend down. But still, this is definitely going to be very interesting area. That would minimum go to the 382 again, as it is a basically the connector wave. So there should be decent gains to be made for sure. And that's pretty much all I want to share today. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes, link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video, bye bye.